Hey, it's Jane the Empath here. I know I promised my last video I would do a video on my mojo bag and go through each thing in it, but I'm putting that off till the next video because I had a death in the family. My first cousin, Sherrie, just passed away at 66. She was my dad's sister's first oldest daughter. She was a dynamic person. She had a dynamic personality, always laughing, always could make you laugh. Just make you smile. My dad and her got along really well, and me and her got along really well. She was an attorney. She was disbarred for embezzlement probably about 20 years ago. Before that, when she was in her mid-20s, she was diagnosed with lupus. And if anybody knows what lupus is, it's a horrible disease, and it debilitates, it deteriorates your bone. She had to have so many hip replacements all over the body, and many, many, many times. She was in pain her whole life. So she's definitely in a better place. She's definitely pain-free now, and she's there with my dad, you know. I'm having trouble figuring out how to let this rest in my head because she, as good of a person as she was, she did some bad things to her mother. Like, her mother's still alive, and she's just got put in a nursing home, but found out that Sherrie had, since she was power of attorney or whatever, she had mortgaged the house, mortgaged her mom's house out from under her, to where they were so close to getting the house taken for many, many months, and no electricity. When my Aunt Barbara, she was set up. I mean, had plenty of money, trust me. And the only reason that my cousin Sherrie didn't do jail time is because they paid so much money. You know what I mean? So it's so hard for me to process how I feel about it. I love Sherrie so much, and I'm feeling guilty. I'm feeling like some major guilt right now because she'd always ask me to take her to lunch sometimes, every now and then, so we could have fun. And she asked me that several times, and I didn't. And I feel super guilty about that. Because she felt like I was one of the only people in the family that didn't judge her. You know, kind of like my dad was with her. And I feel gut-wrenchingly terrible about that. You gotta know this. Guilty. Because, my job is taking precedent in my life right now. And, I really got to stop and do a priorities. I still got to stop and do a priorities list. Because I've only got so much energy. But I've got things in my life that I'm making priority that shouldn't be. Because there's so much more important things in life. So if her death has told me anything, it's told me to make priorities and put the little bit of energy you do have in those priorities. So I'll be able to spend time with people while they're alive and not feel like I do now, which is horrible. It's anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay, and like I said, I'll do my mojo bag next time. So I love you guys. Thanks for listening. Namaste.